Guys, it's Greg Murphy from BustProofBusiness.com, and I wanted to show you guys the latest build of the Amazon FBA Toolkit. And basically, this is a software that we had built for our Amazon company, because all of the third-party software doesn't show the FBA prices that we need to make our pricing decisions, and it basically didn't allow us to ship to FBA effectively because it basically took my staff twice as long to list books for FBA than for Merch Fulfilled. But now with this toolkit, we've been able to get data much faster than we did before. Now this is a standalone product. It'll work with anything. It is Windows based for now, so that is a restriction that we have. However, you can use it with any software at all. The window does not have to be active, which is one of the best parts. So you scan one time into whatever software that you're using, and you automatically get the FBA data. So let me show you how it works. So for demo purposes, we're just going to scan right into the browser. Now this only works with a barcode scanner, because the software can tell the speed at which the data is inputted or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. So it doesn't work if you type in numbers and hit enter, because then because it works in the background, right? So that would be a big headache if it did that, because then you wouldn't be able to use your computer for anything else. So we're going to go ahead and scan this book, and over here to the right is just a normal Chrome window. This is the FBA Toolkit. Okay, this is an application, and this is just a browser. So here's how it works. So we scanned into here, and over here in our toolkit, the used FBA offers popped up. So to get that same information here, obviously we'd have to click here and then prime only, and then used if it doesn't show us. And so now we have the same data. So yeah, it basically just speeds things up. So just imagine here's whatever instead of scanning directly into a browser, it's whatever application that you're using, right? And so whatever you scan into, over here on this side, it automatically pulls up the used FBA offers. And some of the changes that we've made were to basically be able to choose the condition that we look up, right? So if you're listing all very good books, okay, you can save your preferences and then scan into whatever software you're using, and it'll only show you the very good offers. Now again, if you want to do the same thing over here, you'd have to click through on whatever software you use, Scan, Inventory Lab, whatever. You click through, and then you click on Prime, and then you click on Very Good, and now we have the same data. So that doesn't sound like a big deal to some folks, but if you're listing hundreds or thousands of books a day, all this time adds up to get to the same data. There's another thing that's pretty interesting. It does do reports, so you can do reports on all the books that you've scanned. But you're also able to scroll down the page between 0 and 500 pixels, and that's because everybody's monitors are different. We have different screen resolutions. So, and this is why it's interesting to me. And it's also, again, a feature that my staff asked for, so we had it created, which saves them a lot of time when they're pricing books. So, let's see, scan here. So, it shows up everything, and then it actually scrolls down automatically a little bit, so we get to see more pricing. So depending on, you can set it up however you like. It basically scans to the top of the page first, and then it'll scroll down some. So if the girls have found that to be useful, they thought that this is something that is useful to them, and so yeah, we thought it was pretty good too. So again, let's go ahead and try a different book. So again, we're still, our settings here, let's change it down here so we don't lose the top price here. And then again, let's say that we'll look for like new books and very good only and save the preferences. And over here, oh, over here is whatever our software is of choice that we're using to list our books. So we scan into there, and then oh, see, here is another issue. Again, remember it popped down some so we can see more offers. So now sometimes there are multiple offers here, but we're assuming the top one is the one that we want. So again, so this pulled up all the very good and like new copies, like we asked it to. And again, in here you'd have to click and then pick prime and then pick very good and like new, and now the data that we're showing is the same. But again, we got to scroll down to get this data, so we can see that this is something that is it's not something that you can use all that effectively on your own, but it's a way to sort of hack other software, because a lot of the stuff that's built is built by people that they don't sell books the way we do, and so they don't have the kind of features that we might want. So we went ahead and just sort of built something to hack, to basically do a hack to get the data that we need, while not breaking Amazon's terms of service and while being able to still use the software that we're all used to. So I think it saves us a whole lot of time. We've had some really great feedback up until now, so I really hope that you guys like this, and let me know what you think. So I hope that other people see the benefits of this. I know that we already have some folks that are really getting into it, but it's something that really doubles our productivity. So again, we have to click through to get this data, and then we'd have to, if we only want used and like new, not that button, like new and very good and prime. Yeah, so right, I mean, it gets us the same data, but just imagine that you're using whatever you want to use over here. We all know that you scan something, and then if you want the FBA data, you have to click through, and so basically it's just making it faster. And for me, I mean, you guys know me by now, for me, time is the most important thing. It's something that we never get any more of. And so if I have to work, if I have to do this, I want to do it in a way that minimizes the amount of time I have to spend on it. So not only that, if you're using it for your staff, it also will maximize profits, right? Because it's less time that they have to spend on this activity. So all right guys, that's about it. So thank you very much, and I hope to talk to you guys soon.